Why hello, Scott and fellow YouTube folks. Now you're probably wondering, who the hell is Scott? Well, Scott is Scott Hebert of Flavorful Farms, who has challenged me along with several other people to talk about what our biggest lesson was of 2018. If you're new to my channel, my name is Danny. I am a kinesiologist and I'm very passionate about female hormones and digestion because I have suffered with lots of issues in those regards. And I just want to share all that information on my channel. So if you're new, consider subscribing. Now, I thought it was going to be nearly impossible to come up with just one lesson because I've learned so much this year, but lying in bed last night, I was just pondering how much my relationship with food has changed, and then it was like, aha! And the lesson came to me and I got up and I wrote about it. Now, this lesson may seem pretty self-explanatory, but the fact is that I actually acted on this lesson. So my biggest lesson of 2018 is realizing that my results, so my business progress, my income level, my body shape, my digestive health, my female hormones, all the results that I'm after are a reflection of the choices I make on a consistent basis. Hey you, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Keywords being choices, consistency, and results. So kind of like the sayings go, you reap what you sow and you are what you habitually do. So with this greater focus on choices, I started kind of reverse engineering my decision-making process so that it would lead me towards or closer to or achieving the things that I wanted. And two things that really stand out for me this year that I have really exercised proper, consistent choices towards are, number one, I wanted to stop binge eating and overeating. And number two, I really wanted to grow my business. I started it about 2.5 years ago. And yeah, I'm still in the growth phases, but I wanted to make it, well, I want to make it a more viable income. So when it came to stopping binging and overeating, I vowed, the choice I made was that I vowed not to give in to urges to overeat. And I did that by making choices to portion out my food so that I wasn't just eating out of a container or a bag. And if I did eat out of a container or a bag, I made a really strong choice to stop when before I felt uncomfortable. So at a comfortable stage, rather than, eating the whole bag and feeling like shit about it. I also chose to make sure that I was eating when I was hungry and that I wasn't restricting myself, but also not to eat when I wasn't hungry, when I just had a craving or I emotionally felt like I needed to eat. And now all of these choices that I made weren't 100% of the time, but the majority of the time I made those choices. And now they've honestly become fairly easy. And I cannot tell you the last time I have binged in 2018. And overeating, I have definitely done it, but I honestly still can't tell you the last time I overate. I can't remember a specific point, which tells me that it really ain't happening that often. As for growing my business, I made the choice to be more flexible with my scheduling. So with booking my clients, I'm a kinesiologist, personal trainer, boot camp instructor, and I need to schedule my clients in. So I started to be more flexible and just, scheduling them in unideal times for me, like the mornings on the weekends or, potentially working every evening of the week. And the result was quite surprising, but I have tripled my income being self-employed this year, 2018, compared to 2017. So I thought I would do a little summary, and I've written it down because I'm not very good at speaking very clearly and consistently about some sort of theoretical theory or something I've learned. So consistent choices lead to consistent results. The more often you make the particular choice, the easier and more habitual it gets. And the last part that I've written down, but I know this one, is that I like to tell my clients that at first an exercise is really challenging, a new exercise. It's quite challenging. You got to think about it a lot. I say it's like a brain push-up, but eventually with time, the more you do it, it becomes second nature and you don't have to think about it as much. So it's like a conscious choice to move a certain way, to do a certain thing, and eventually it just becomes habitual and second nature, which these two like areas that I spoke about with eating and with business have just become habitual to me in how I schedule my clients and how I choose to eat, portion my food, follow my hunger, etc. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up because it helps support my channel, and subscribe because I post new videos every Sunday and there'll be lots more healthy videos to come in 2019. So nominations for this challenge. I would love everyone who's watching this video to comment below their biggest lesson of 2018. That would be super awesome for you to do, and I'm really curious as to what they are. I would also like to nominate a fellow YouTuber and also a local person, fitness chick that I know, Miss Yana Holson of I would like to nominate you to tell us your biggest lesson learned from 2018. If you didn't know it already, I suck at pronunciation of things. So I just changed the pronunciations so that it fits my awkward pronunciations. If you want